The news is out this afternoon that Yahoo is buying Tumblr for $1.1 billion. And not unsurprisingly, Tumblr itself has gone crazy. The klaxons of panic have sounded. I've seen the Yahoo purchase decried as the Sith Empire taking over the Republic using Star Wars terminants, or people saying that today is the day that Tumblr died. To say that people are not happy in the community, and there's a great fear that Yahoo is going to ruin Tumblr in the way it ruined so many other of its earlier purchases. However, I'm not sounding the klaxons of doom just yet. That's for the reason I think Tumblr would have died if it didn't change. For the very simple basis that Tumblr doesn't really have any clear streams of revenue. It's recorded as having $13 million of revenue now, and my guess is it costs a lot more than that in terms of infrastructure for servers and for marketing and for all the other people that are needed to run Tumblr today. And once the venture capital money has run out, $125 million that David Karp and his team had raised, then that could have been the death of Tumblr, resigned to the dustbin of internet history in the same way as VU. The good thing about this purchase is that it stops that from happening. However, the real question is what comes next? What is Yahoo going to do with Tumblr? Reading the small print, David Karp is still going to be engaged in Tumblr for at least 4 years, which is an eternity in internet timeline. So that is one thing that should abate the community. But the real question will be, how will Tumblr change? How will Yahoo recoup its $1.1 billion? Are they going to go for subscriptions? Are they going to go for much more advertising? Are they going to do something completely different that we haven't yet thought about? The question remains, how are they going to keep the community on side? Because as ever, the users and the number of people running the blogs are the real asset to Tumblr. It's our eyeballs and our blogs that are going to add the real value for them at the end of the day. We won't really know any of the answers to these questions, maybe not even at tomorrow's Yahoo and Tumblr press conference, but I have some guesses. My guess is that they'll keep Tumblr for free. They won't be charging people a subscription to use it. That I think will be the death knell to the service of Tumblr that we're used to getting for free with very little advertising today. I think that they will be much more advertising, more sponsored posts that we've been seeing more of recently, and that they might try to push for location-based advertising of mobile Tumblr. So if you're out somewhere and it will just ping up and say, do you want to go for pizza? There's a pizza restaurant around the corner from you. Using location-based services on Tumblr. Using everybody's mobile Tumblr apps. And then where I think it's going to be much more likely is if they can get it to work, would be to have relevant advertising based on tag. So that if you say, I love Star Wars in a post tag, that it will pop up a Empire Strikes Back DVD advert, as an example. But those are just my guesses. We won't know until tomorrow, after the press conference, or maybe for much, much later on as this whole thing pans out. But in the meantime, I'm not panicking that Tumblr's dead. It's very much alive. We just have to see what happens next.